Hi everybody, welcome to Step by Step Stories. My name is Mrs. Digby, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about what does racism look like and what does racism sound like. We're continuing our sort of mini unit on racism, and we decided that what we needed to really do was to break things down a little bit so that people could understand what's going on and have a chance to really absorb and listen. So what does racism look like? Racism could look like the actions that you do towards another person. So if you choose to choose one person over another person just because of the way that they look, that's racism. You're choosing one thing over another because of the way a person physically looks. Okay, so I'm going to just actually, okay, so it's about, okay, your actions, making choices, okay? Then there are things called hate crimes, okay? Hate crimes are when you, unfortunately, if you, go into a sort of a downtown or a kind of area, you may see vandalism, and on that vandalism, you may see racial slurs, okay? And that is racism, okay? So racial slurs. Okay. Racism is excluding other people, saying only certain people can sit in a certain spot. In fact, in the States, right up until the 1950s, there were public buses where black people had to sit in a certain part of the bus and white people were able to sit in another side of the bus. Okay, so excluding. So one color, skin, okay, from another. Okay, believe it or not, organizations and the government have over time really done racist remarks and racist actions where people have been allowed to do things or people have not been allowed to do things because of the way that they look. Okay, and then of course, racism also happens when you see violence and when you see people targeting specific people because of their appearance and treating them differently. Okay, what does racism sound like? Speaking. We've talked about racial slurs, which is in another lesson that I'm going to be giving shortly. All right, we've all heard, unfortunately, racism jokes where people target certain races and kind of generalize and think that those people, because they look a certain way, have certain types of behaviors or certain types of knowledge in their heads. Okay, so we have racial slurs. Okay, and that goes for the same for stereotypes. That's called a stereotype. When a person sort of says, oh, you look like that, so that must mean that you're like this. Okay, without even taking the time to get to know who that person is and what they stand for. And the final one is appearance. Okay, so racism sounds like when someone says, hey, you got that look, or hey, your skin color is that, or hey, I'm different from you because I look a certain way and you look a different way. Okay, racism looks like and sounds like different things for different people, and everybody's experience is different. What we need to do as individuals and as members of our community is to understand what it looks like, understand what it sounds like, and to make a stand and do what's right and decent for everybody. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you soon. Take care. Bye.